Throw Gang, we are joined by the Redhead Redbone. I think I could say that. Lawrence Schlossman and myself, the Montreal Madman.
I am
James Harris. You know they speak French there? It's very disconcerting. It's very strange.
I'm aware that they speak French in
I
Montreal.
knew that, but it's different to know that and to be there, especially after being in Paris.
Is there a difference between French and French Canadian in terms of the dialect or whatever?
I think that French Canadians they sound like they're just honking geese to the refined French ear.
Do French people look down on French Canadians?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
there's not like a true cultural exchange there.
No.
Besides
No.
what happened with the fucking trappers and is that how that happened?
Yeah, bro. They were fucking trapping in the 1700s.
They were trapping out the pelts, bro.
Yeah, they're trapping out the cabin home.
What's up, dude? Welcome
The trap
back.
cabin. Thank you. Good to be back. Here in beautiful New York City.
Yeah, this weather is trash.
At
At least the heat broke a little bit. What is it like in Canada right now?
It's great.
What does great mean? 68?
No, 70s.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can you wear so is it light outerwear season?
I didn't bring any.
Oh.
So I had to buy a hoodie a piece of merch in the form of a hoodie. And then I was at a wedding. So we were wearing blazers and suits.
But merch is dead.
Merch is dead?
Wait, where did you buy merch from?
Merch is so back.
Where was the cool, who has the cool merch in Montreal?
No, I just bought it at the Tennis Pro Shop.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
What is that club?
Mont Tremblant. It's a town. It's like a ski town. And in the summer, they just have it was being a weird adult Disneyland for Gorp enthusiasts.
Okay.
But we'll get into it. Welcome to the weekly Run of the Boys. With today's full episode only available on
www.throwingfits.com.
Before we get into the Skybox is right next to Riri's.
If you know, you know.
Visiting the Essence store. Yes, they have a store. And being the fashion hero at weddings, let's get into some quick housekeeping. Lawrence.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I feel like this is your specialty.
STD. No, shit, not my fuck. No. My specialties are not sexually transmitted diseases. I'm clean as a whistle. But save the date. August 7th, Throwing Fits is throwing its first little soiree of the summer. We are hosting a happy hour in the beautiful city that is the Big Apple on the Lower East Side, 5 to 8 on the 7th. That is a Wednesday.
Yes.
At one of our favorite local dive bars for comped and paid subscribers to the Throwing Fits Substack only. First come, first served, open bar. It's going to be a fucking beautiful evening, as always, for anyone who's ever been to one of the many parties that we've thrown. And again, this is just a perk for the paid and comped subscribers. So if you needed more reason to give us your fucking payment information, that's going to be, it honestly pays for itself with the open bar. I didn't even think about that.
Wow. Yeah. You order two drinks at happy hour and you're good for the month.
Yeah, honestly, dude.
You're kind of losing money if you don't come to this event.
Yeah, at least for the month of August for sure.
Yeah. We got, again, full open bar, shelf liquor for the fucking demons, top shelf for the bougie boys. We got dirty water for the dirty dogs. We got pints for the princes.
Yeah.
We got cans for the kings and queens. Pull up.
I will say the beer selection at this venue, which, again, there's going to be, there's going to be an Eventbrite link so you can RSVP under the paywall. The the beer selection at this bar is awesome.
Yeah, this is Lawrence giving you a little STD tease.
I fucked myself so bad, no pun intended.
Which he's want to do. What's the curable one? Herpes?
Well, that's the one that everyone has.
What's the syphilis? No, syphilis is not curable. Herpes is not curable. Gonorrhea.
Syphilis makes your face fall off, dude.
This is Lawrence giving you a little gonorrhea. It's just a little STD tease. Come for the herpes on August 7th. Full information coming soon on throwingfits.com.
Pull up for some discharge.
Oh my goodness. Okay, fit check real quick. You know what I realized? Because of Rec Center, you've been leading the fit checks recently. The last two Rec Centers, you've been, it's been Larry, Jimmy both times. So if I may, I'd love to start.
Oh, please go. Is that how Max is kind of doing it? And then I'm building
I think
it
so.
out? Okay.
It's because I usually end up talking a bunch up top and then I throw to you, but you gave us all a little STD.
Fuck. God damn it, dude. Honestly, if you don't have
a little Larry Goop,
if you don't have herpes, you don't fuck. That's how it works, right?
Yeah, you fucking pussy.
All right, why don't you do a fit check, please?
Right.
Please.
Okay. I am wearing Nike ACG Air Humadas. very embarrassed to say that I purchased these off StockX.com because these were a victim. My original pair were a victim of the greatest sneaker heist of the 21st century.
Truly.
So I finally busted these out.
Like these available at GR currently, or are we going to link to?
Not this colorway, I don't think.
So hopefully, listen, I'll link. Listen, we'll link to StockX.
Oh, we've been linking.
Also, they can't be that expensive. Well, I don't know.
I think it's like $80.
Oh, easy, bro.
Yeah,
easy money.
Socks is always Amazon anonymous athletic socks. Actually, I'm going to send Max the link.
Is he sending we can't, I tried to figure it out. I should just ask
I'll just send you the link.
Because you're on vacation. Yeah. Send me the link, please.
You're allowed to text me when I'm on vacation.
Well, I didn't want to fucking yo, hey, dude, who makes your socks? ID? ID? Yo, I hate you on vacation to get an ID, dude.
Don't worry, it'll be on the pod soon.
Yeah, right. You hit me back. Yo, you subscribe to Substack?
Are you?
Are you?
Yeah, are you?
I'm a free subscriber for life.
How'd you get that?
They're... Everyone in the Fab Five got a free subscription.
Well, if you're an author.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
All right. The shorts are fake skin, common Sweden. That I got in I think they did an archive sale a few years ago. Great brand. I tried to try on some of their shit at the Essence store. It didn't happen. Next up,
we'll get into it.
Colin Meredith Studios. This guy's a fucking G. He runs every day for the last 3.5 years or something.
What does it have to do with anything besides the fact that he's a hardo?
I mean, he lives in, I believe, in Vancouver, outside in that area. He used to work at Arc'teryx. He worked on their System A stuff. So you know that he's a fucking innovator, genius in the lab.
Did they kill that line?
I don't know.
That shit is good.
But this man is a master of the membranes.
This is his logo?
Yeah.
Tight.
Yeah, I bought some shorts and pants from him and he threw in a t-shirt.
What a guy.
Yeah, I thought it worked, the color scheme, the color palette,
Oh, no. Honestly, it looks like you took some of my matching advice from last week.
I always be matching. I never do.
I mean, the fit pics prove it, whether or not you're telling the truth or not. I don't know.
What's my hat? Oh, it's Fantasy Explosion. Exa Skelefunk Studios.
Skelefunk.
The sunglasses are Ekos Lada via Essence. Yes. But new Sunnies from Mike and Zoe Eckhouse Lata, respectively. The ring is Bottega Veneta. The boxers are Hanes. The Diet Pepsi is a Diet Pepsi. And the Nalgene is full of Lower East Side's finest. Lawrence, what are you wearing?
I also, weirdly, am on the all conditions gear tip with you. I wore
SCDs. Share tips.
I wore the CDG Nike Air Moabs, maybe the second best, in my opinion, Comb Nike collab after the Composites that I famously jumped through 1,000 hoops and spent $1,000 to get.
You saw that there's a homeless guy got fucking flicked up wearing them?
Yeah, no. I needed his plug, bro. Yeah. Also, damn, dude, I wonder how that happened.
Even in New York City, the bums be fly.
Well, true. I will say that for the most part, buying those shoes on the resale market, the effect of that, besides having cool sneakers, is then becoming unhoused because they're so expensive.
Do you feel dirty buying sneakers on the resale market? I feel a little icky. I feel like it might catch an STD.
I mean, I complained enough about what it took to get those Composites. I don't remember how I got these. Maybe it was from a plug because I feel like there's a white pair too. They're fucking sick. I think they're also expensive to get. They'll be in the rec center as always. But the reason I broke them back out, not just because you and I are on the same wavelength, is this new restaurant opened on the corner for me. It's called Bar Birba. Bar Birba, which in Italian means rascal. So Bar Rascal in Bed-Stuy. Do you ever go to For All Things Good? It's like a Mexican restaurant. There's a location in Williamsburg and Bed-Stuy as well. They opened up a new place. Shout out my boy Matt. I love the pizza's amazing. They have a cute waitress there who was wearing these, and I was like, oh shit, I got those too. I had to dig around and find them, but I was like, I'm gonna wear them today.
I thought it's because you were you had a little Rihanna sighting and you were back in your ASAP Mob all black shit.
I am kind of fucking murdered out today. No, if I was really on my what are her the Navy. If I was in the Navy, I'd be wearing Puma.
Yeah,
but Puma has not. I would need to be paid like Rihanna to wear Puma and A$AP Rocky as well. They got the whole family.
Yeah.
Good for them.
They got the kid? What's his name?
There's 2 kids and she's pregnant again.
His name is RZA, right?
No.
I think the kid's name is RZA.
Well, Rocky's government is Rakim after Rakim.
Yeah, but and what is their kid's name?
All right, let's see. A$AP.
I'm pretty sure it's like a member of the Wu-Tang Clan.
Rocky. Yeah,
I hope it's not GZA.
They named their kid Inspector Deck.
I hope it's or You God.
A$AP Rocky kids. Okay,
bro, it's RZA.
RZA and Riot.
Yeah, there you go.
Yo, this is honestly, I would expect some Riot level bullshit from like Travis Scott, but Rocky, you got to be better. You got to be more tasteful than fucking La Flame.
Is it like a white Brooklyn couple spelling?
His name is like, Riot?
Is it like RYETTE?
RIOT.
Fire.
I mean, is that fire or is that...
Remember when he did the fashion riot in Soho? Maybe it's after that. Maybe that's when he was conceived. I don't know.
Riot Rose Mayers.
That's cool.
Okay. So shout out the fucking whole Mayers family. Moving on up, I have on Manreese's socks. The leather shorts are by Found. Shout out my boy Waleed. If you see a very handsome steezy brown man in Soho walking a giant husky, that is Waleed, and say what up.
Oh, wow. See, we are on the same fucking tip, pause, because I was considering wearing my pleather Eckhouse Lotta shorts, but I didn't want to wear too much
Eckhouse.
No.
We gotta keep the rec center fucking fresh, dude.
I know.
We gotta, switch it up. These are real leather. They're double knee shorts, which is kind of
pointless.
But because of the inseam, if I had to be on my knees, pause, they would actually kind of be effective.
Get on your knees right now. Pause.
No.
Get on your knees and let's see if the inseam actually works.
If you think
bend one knee.
If you think I'm bending the knee to you on video.
No. To the people watching at home. Because you should bend the knee because these are the people paying our salary.
To be clear, I'm not bending the knee to James. I'm doing this to stand with Colin Kaepernick.
And
by stand,
you're dealing with him.
You know what I mean?
And to bend the knee to our loyal subscribers. Let's see. Is it on camera? It's not on camera. Yeah, your knees touching the floor. Your knees raw dog on the floor, dog. What? No, I get it, but like...
Fuck. I really wish you hadn't called me out because, whatever.
You gotta sag. See, if you gotta be, you gotta have more torso.
I wonder how much I'd have to sag them from the work. Should we keep this bit going? Should I do it again?
No, let's not do it again.
Hold on. Let me put my headphones back on. Thank you so much for making me do that.
Men used to go to war. Now they bend the knee.
The T-shirt is a vintage Rancid tee that was picked up for me by my good friend, friend of the show, Jacob Gallagher.
Yeah. Don't try to search for his podcast episodes anymore.
Stop. I was pre-gaming the AC Milan Man City friendly, which we'll talk about a bit, with Robbie splitting G's, and Gallagher was around the corner in the area, and he was vintage shopping at Lara Collegi, and he saw this.
Who used to be down the street from me. And when she vacated that space, I inquired about potentially moving our operation there.
Oh, shit.
It used to be in the old space.
Yeah.
Really small. She clearly outgrew it.
Smaller than this?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. It was like, it's a true hole in the wall.
Yeah.
Which I thought would have been perfect for just a studio space. I don't think it would have worked knowing how large the operation has become.
Yeah.
You guys can't see it, but there's a lot of fucking bullshit on the ground over there. Mostly Topo Chico boxes and some bins that are awaiting some shelving that won't be stolen from the lobby twice.
Yeah, that's anything associated with you that is somewhere outside of a door gets stolen.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
But
you're a mark.
Anyway,
bro.
Great vintage shop, mainly geared towards the girlies.
Yes.
And like designer stuff, not necessarily band tees.
With that said, I feel like we shout out a lot of great vintage stores, and I feel like Lara hasn't necessarily gotten her flowers on the show. Hopefully,
I've shouted her out several times. You just never listen to me.
I listened to you.
Bend the knee.
What have you bought there?
I haven't bought anything, but I shouted it out.
Well, because who's actually putting money in fucking Lara's pockets?
Well, you bought it from Jacob Gallagher.
Well, I Venmo'd him, so he did, and he then got the Venmo. But no, it's like a $55 shirt. But shout out, if you were going vintage shopping and you see something that you think your boy would love, send him a flick. If the price is right, fucking do him the solid of at least just fucking securing the bag.
If he's sunk about 6 pints, maybe he'll just fucking Venmo you off rip right then and there.
If you don't think that I'm spending $58 on a Ruby Soho vintage single tee,
price is going up.
Please, bro. Moving on up. Speaking of the fucking rec center, so building this with Max every week is about to be a problem because like it's just me now shopping for myself.
Very selfish of you.
And that is reflective of the Redhead Gore-Tex safety orange hat that I acquired as I was building the inaugural rec center. And yes, all credit to Trev. I had no idea that this brand existed, and hopefully you guys bought some stuff as well. But dude, I mean, come on, look at this shit. You can't miss me in a crowd, bro.
Just to embarrass you a little bit further for making you bend the knee like you're sucking a dick or pledging fealty to me.
Oh, to the TF Shogun.
Yeah. We were like, oh, fuck, it's raining. And you're like, fuck, it's raining? Oh, I can't go outside in this fit. And
I said I don't have an umbrella.
I said, bro, you're wearing a Gore-Tex hat.
But I'm in leather shorts and fancy Nike sneakies.
Leather is good in the rain, no?
Is it? No.
Suede is what gets fucked up. Also, it's like sprinkling out.
Yeah, we'll be fine. What else? The Sunnies are Celine. The boxer briefs are Supreme Hanes. Rolly on the wrist, wedding ring on the fingy, wifey on the pinky, Chrome on the other hand, Zin, Celsius, Lower East Side's finest. I think we can start the show.
All right, Lawrence, a lot to get through. The highlight of your week.
Yeah.
And it sounded like it was a busy one. You went to AC Milan versus Man City, a friendly up in the Bronx. Was it in the Bronx? Where was it?
Yeah, it was at Yankee Stadium.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. It was sellout crowd, which was...
Was it? Yeah. Okay. We're going to get all into it. It sounded like there was a lot happening both before, during, after. This was with GP because they work with Man City now?
Yeah, they have a deal with Man City. And even though we are both Gogglesmans, Lords of the Lens... I hate Man City.
Okay.
They're I don't know. I mean,
why? Because you're a Man U guy. Because you're a fucking.
I'm a Red Devil.
You're like a Dallas Cowboys fan from the Northeast.
No, that's the funny thing about Man City. I would say Man City is kind of like the Yankees or the Dallas Cowboys, the evil empire, right?
That's not Man U?
No, dude.
Okay.
Man City is fucking, with that Saudi money, they don't fucking miss, bro. They are like unbeatable. Though, I will say, I was secretly, because, I didn't want to fucking be the guy in the box with the brand, even though no one from CP was there. We missed all of our Italian friends. I'm rooting for AC Milan, and they won.
Okay.
It was actually a fantastic match.
Who's the acoustic fucking Swedish guy? Erland Haaland or whatever?
He scored in the 19th minute.
He seems fire, no?
He is a beast. I mean, I think he's the best striker in the world.
I just see like him getting silly with like streamers and like TikTok soccer guys, like trying to knock over 100 buckets with one kick.
Oh, I mean,
with one ball.
I think like he's Norwegian. And so I feel like I'm trying to think of like he's probably like they're a soccer country, but I feel like he's got to be the most famous guy to ever come out of Norway in terms of sports, right?
I'm sure there's like a soccer. Oh, him, yes, but I'm sure hockey players. I'm sure there's
fair.
A fucking a world famous Nordic curler or cross country skier or some shit. I think they're mad nice at the rifle in the Winter Olympics.
Yeah,
bop, bop.
Sure. There was a great crowd in the box. I mean, dude, literally. So I don't know when. The big highlight for me is that Rihanna showed up in the suite next to us.
Okay.
Shout out CP for the suite. And I got to live out the Pusha T line.
Yeah.
I'm hiding in plain sight right where you can see me. How does it start?
I had it. I don't know where it is anymore. But I always thought that was a diss at Drake.
Oh, because that's the one that got
away.
I'm
hiding where you can't see me. Drake, known Rihanna knee bender simp.
Yes.
Right? In the skybox right next to Riri.
Might be a good new euphemism for simp, dude. That's pretty good.
For what?
Simp?
Simp, yeah.
Yeah, no, I had a little slur there. I got 2 zins in. All you need to know is that the skybox is right next to Riri's. But what was crazy to me is I think she came in a little late. She's Rihanna. She's busy raising RZA and Riot.
Huge sports fan, though.
Is she?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, right, because of all the courtside stuff.
Well, she's always been at a Lakers game. She's a big soccer fan.
Was that in a Puma press release?
There's like photos of her with like fucking Euro champion teams, like out celebrating and shit. She's an F1 fan, not just because she dated Louis.
Really?
Yeah, come on.
That's public?
Yeah.
She dated Lewis Hamilton?
Yes.
Woo!
Lewis Hamilton was at Carnival.
What's his? Is he single? He must get fucking hosed, dude.
I don't know about now, but he is a noted sick man. Like his timeline is pretty crazy.
Not just because he drives manual.
No, his
you mean his penis?
His fuck style's buck wild.
Yeah, dude, very fast. Rihanna shows up.
Oh,
again,
he in the pit,
and it's fucking
box.
It was
box.
It was.
That's my F1 fans out there.
No, I used context clues.
Coming into the box. I'm in the box.
It was fucking pandemonium, and like, duh, it's Rihanna, but like, I guess until you're like there and you're in the thick of it, like you forget that this is one of the most famous people alive.
Yeah.
So like, forget about anything that's happening on the pitch, which again, if you have the opportunity to see like not to shit on MLS, but if anyone has the opportunity to see like a real, whether it's fucking, if there's any stakes or it's a friendly exhibition, whatever.
Well, World Cup's coming up.
Oh, shit.
The final is at MetLife Stadium.
Yeah, but okay, right. Which is even, the capacity's got to be even more than Yankee Stadium.
Yes.
What is that, like 8? That's
I think
80?
it's like 85.
75, something like that. Yeah. Damn, dude. I wonder how much those tickets are going to be. After seeing the Copa America shit, I feel like people are going to lose their fucking life when the World Cup
but that was Copa America in Oh, wait.
Oh, Miami.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
that
but
was
that
was I mean, they fucking destroyed that stadium. Whatever. Fuck Miami.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, Miami's already getting destroyed by everyone who fucking lives there. So
exactly.
They should get used to it. So Rihanna shows up and it's fucking pandemonium. I mean, I'm like, I have to get a.
What do you mean pandemonium? Like her, she's in the box with her folks. You mean like the crowd outside is
dude,
like,
and then everyone like forget about what's happening on the pitch. It's like the entire, at least that side of the stadium, is like turning around to.
And
get
what's the crowd?
photos
Is it all just fucking wasted blokes?
Mainly Man City fans, again, because it's like, they're popular because they're good. And then a lot of fucking Goombas are there for AC Milan.
Oh, okay.
And then the wildest thing to me is that, we're in the suite level. This is supposed to be high society. You would expect that there's some level of decorum.
Did you behave yourself?
I mean, I got my flick. I had to. I mean, she was within, honestly, I hope I'm still in frame. You're Rihanna and this is me. I could almost.
Wagwan.
I could almost touch bad gal.
Bad boy lar.
It was crazy. And then, so at that suite level where it's all the people that paid a lot of money, all the fucking, high level brand people. When we left the suite, when the match was over, there was like a massive line and crowd of people then waiting for her to exit to, I'm assuming, get pictures or ask for autographs. And like, I just forget
Were you able to maneuver the way you wanted to, or did the crowd fuck your shit up?
The crowd was growing. I think if I probably
we're like, throwing fits.
Oh no, I didn't. No, I'm not that fucking delusional. Even though there was a lot of free Budweisers to be had.
That's what I was asking when you behaved yourself.
Oh no, I behaved myself for the most part.
But yeah, it was just a fun squad of the fellas.
It was a fucking laundry list.
Rylan, the Birchman.
Oh yeah, shout out fucking CD Network, who I guess they do the sales for CP in America. Shout out Simon, his boss. Shout out Joe, even though Joe wasn't there. CD Network fucking ran point on this whole thing. It was an amazing crew. I could take up the next half an hour listing all of the fucking homies of ours, friends of the show, former guests that were there. It was a great fucking crew. It was an awesome day. I hate getting up to Yankee Stadium just based on like where it's a trek.
Oh, is that why you're a Red Sox fan?
Yeah, because it's so
what do you mean you take the 4 train?
Yo, but
the train dumps you off right there. Where were you at Finale beforehand?
No, Robbie and I were at
Swift Hibernian.
Yes.
Where is that?
That is Lower East Side.
Okay, so you get on the fucking BD and you're right there.
We took the 6-1 stop, and also no one fucking cares about this. But it's packed, bro. That train when anything's happening at Yankee Stadium, that shit is fucking packed to the brim.
This is why you're a Red Sox fan, because you don't like inconvenience.
Though I was, as Robbie and I rode up, I was very entertained. There was a group of young men that were talking very loudly about the current state of Pardon My Take, their favorite show. Shout out friend of the show, our ex-executive producer, Big Catherine. They had a lot of opinions.
Were they pro or anti?
I don't want to fucking
anti.
No, they were debating about a lot of things that were happening on the show.
Okay.
With current fucking people on the show, some former people. They missed Billy Football. I'll say that.
Okay. What's Billy Football up to?
Doing his own show, I guess. I have no idea. Shout out Billy. But they entertained us on the way up there, which was hilarious.
Isn't Billy Football running for Congress?
Wait, what, really?
Yes.
How old do you have to be a congressman?
Oh, wait, 2 months ago, Billy Football suspends campaign.
No! Billy!
Oh, fuck.
What district, dude? I don't even know where he lives.
I don't know. I guess he's also, did he get fired from Barstool?
No, I don't think so. I think he still works there. I just don't think he lives in New York because
I bet it's just like a nice grift.
You think so?
Yeah.
Anyway, the boys miss him, but that wasn't the only podcast they talked about because Robbie and I, as the train got packed, we ended up being, separated on the car. And
what?
He told me that he met a group of friends that said, "Hey, are you
Are you R. Kelly?
Are you like the Throwing Fits guys? And I guess they could. I was wearing this hat, so you could they like pointed to me, and Robbie's like, yeah, and they're like, what? Where's the other guy? Meaning you. And Robbie's like, he's out of
dead.
town. Where's the other guy? He's not with us. He's at a wedding.
He's in the Discord.
No, but it was fucking awesome, and I just think that like all right, forget about me complaining on getting up there. That is a champagne problem, obviously, Sweet Life and that whole thing.
Thank you to the MTA for providing an easy way to access Yankee Stadium and travel unlimited amount of distance and time for just $2.90. Nowhere else in the world can one do that. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Bring back the G train.
Yeah. Salute the MTA. And then even Frank and Bijan, Frank the Mad Dog, they had and Big Beej, they had like helped plan this thing, and there was a sprinter. So we went.
Why are you not in the sprinter?
I was in the sprinter on the way home. On the way there, everyone had to get there themselves, and then we got a sprinter on the way out. And then
we can't trust these guys after unlimited free Budweiser to get home on their own.
Yeah, and then since like I have full rec center brain, I want to shout this restaurant out because it was fantastic. I guess if you live in New York or you worked in Soho, a lot of people are familiar with Pepe Rosso.
Yes,
the new location, which is in the old Miss Lily's, they expanded. It is so fucking good.
What do you get?
Well, it was everything. It was like a big kind of like group style, family style dinner.
How many dudes at the dinner?
There was a lot. I mean, not as many people that were in the box, but that might have been like a 20-person dinner.
Damn. But shout out Anatoly. He works at Pepe Rosso. He's the fucking man.
Shout out fucking my namesake Lorenzo. I think he's the one.
Yeah,
Mr. the Pepe himself, dude.
Yeah, but Anatoly though he has, I think, one of my few Grail Johns, which is the Stussy Dries Van Noten rhinestone pinstripe suit.
Right.
It's what Flea wore.
Yeah. Wait. Who was Flea in the marketing for that?
Yes.
Okay, that's what it was. Oh, he wore it, meaning like he wore it in an ad, or whatever on Instagram. Okay.
And the bong coat.
Oh, dude, fuck! I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. The worst part of Dries retiring is that probably was a one and done, right?
Well,
we'll see. What is even happening there? Have they said like it's just like the team
I don't know. I think it's taking by
over?
committee, and then people's assumptions that they'll just like slowly move into just accessories and fragrance.
Well, listen to the committee. I'd like to make a recommendation. Yeah. Run it back with
bring back the bong coat,
the juicy Stussy. Bring back the rhinestones and the bongs,
or bong Dries.
Yeah, but anyway, Pepe Rosso. Just like I forget because like when I worked at Grail, people would like get it to go. I forget that it's just like. It's fucking fantastic. And there's so many Italian restaurants in New York. And I think that for me, if you're a tourist and you're coming into town and you find yourself in Soho, fucking get lunch there, get dinner there. It is truly fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it was a great day that turned into a great night. I've had a lot of great nights. With my staycation has been a little, how should we say, out of pocket. Call me Lawrence Bender the way that every night I'm producing an Academy Award winning Zuvi. Do you know who Lawrence Bender is?
No, but I believe you produced the Hangover trilogy.
No, he produced Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction, Good Will Hunting.
Okay.
Anyway, Lawrence Bender.
I just watched Good Will Hunting for the first time, maybe in its entirety, like 6 months. 6 months ago. 6 months ago.
And it's like what you had shut off Good Will Hunting?
No, I saw it. I probably saw it as a kid, and I like didn't get it, and then I was Stan Wazowski or whatever. Steve Yzerman hits a home run.
Talking about Carl Yastrzemski.
Carl Yastrzemski. Oh, go left. Yeah.
And you know what? You know that people forget, right? That's game 6, right? They win.
Oh, that's right. You're a Red Sox fan.
And then you know who they lost to in the World Series in game 7? Charlie Hustle, Pete Rose, and the Cincinnati Reds. I don't know if I can talk. That docuseries is incredible, and everyone should watch it.
Why is he wearing a fitted?
He's always usually in a Coke White fitted.
Why is Pete Rose just dressed like fucking OJ the Juice Man from 2006?
And Gucci sneakers, Gucci socks. He's like very much.
He's the 4th Dem franchise boy.
When he became the highest paid player in baseball. Which, like, it's funny watching this doc where I'm like, oh, crazy. Like, what was the contract? It was like $3 million over 3 years.
Yeah.
Record-breaking contract, which is funny because there's no salary cap. So it's like
the union wasn't that strong back then.
But he was kind of like, not like Ric Flair, but definitely like, had the Rolls Royce, had the Porsches, had like the watches. So now, even in this very kind of like sad, tragic portion of his life, which has been happening for the past 30 plus years since he's been banned from baseball, he still has to keep up the appearances. And part of that is a Coke White fitted.
Insane.
When he's doing
with like huge French cuffs.
Yeah.
Like
good going out shirts.
Yeah.
But like when he's doing like Reds shit, he has the Coke White Reds fitted. And then when he's doing Phillies stuff, because he also was on the Phillies, he has like a Coke White Phillies fitted. Flat brim. Yeah. The fact that the sticker's not on it is actually the most surprising thing.
Did you know that in Good Will Hunting, in the scene where Robin Williams talks about how he remembers his wife farting?
Okay.
Farting.
Yeah.
That was all improvised. That was all improvised.
Mm-hmm.
It was off script, and the cameraman is laughing so hard that the camera's shaking.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And Matt Damon's response is genuine.
Huh.
She fucking farted.
Did you like your initial watch of Good Will Hunting?
I'm surprised you don't go to therapy just to live out your Good Will Hunting dreams.
I think it's a good movie. It's not like, I think a lot of people, you know what it is? It's in that tier for me. Another one would be like Shawshank Redemption. These are classic movies that like people that are not cinephiles will be like, is my favorite movie. And it's a absolutely valid answer. With that said, like there are better movies, but if you haven't seen them all, like I have,
like you have, yeah.
What are you supposed to?
What
are you
supposed
to say?
You know, Lawrence.
Yeah.
A great movie. Another late '80s movie I just watched. Batman Returns.
Oh, dude, the Penguin, DeVito.
Oh, Oswald Cobblepot.
Yo, can we talk? Yo, is that Pfeiffer? Holy fuck shit!
You know what I didn't realize though is how dirty the dialogue is. It's a Tim Burton joint.
Yep. Tim Burton joint.
Like Michael, what's his name? Christopher Walken is like, we need you to fill the void. And then Penguin looks over at like some hot office worker who's like bending over and goes, I'd like to fill that void.
Ooh.
Another time, fucking Catwoman is like on his bed and she's like something ointment. And he's like, ointment? I got scented and unscented. So he just has lube.
So he's just a horny freak.
Yeah, he's like, finally, the pussy I've been waiting for. Like it's that level of dialogue where you're like, I thought this was a kid's movie.
Oh, they say pussy as a cat pun, but like are talking about vagina?
Yeah.
It's PG-13, but very dark. I remember as a kid, like it was scary.
That's because you.
Well, even like the
it's
first,
not scary anymore. Even watch it now as an adult. It's not that scary.
But even the first well, obviously not as a grown man. I'm not the one who watches movies and have nightmares. By the way, that's you. Do you have any nightmares after watching it?
No. What movie gave me nightmares?
You always talk about how things give you nightmares. Whether it was what's that fucking game we talked, that video game that gave you nightmares?
Oh, The Last of Us.
Yeah. Or I feel like you are a nightmare guy.
Nah, not really.
No.
I don't like wake up screaming. I don't wake up with the night sweats.
Does that like actually happen? Or is that just like a thing that happens in movies?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what they say about movies. They're based on reality.
You don't have night terrors.
No.
Anyway.
No. I don't like scary movies. But this is not a scary movie.
Even like the first Batman, again, another PG-13 movie, Jack Nicholson's Joker is like, that could be a bit traumatizing, I think, for a younger viewer. You know?
Have you ever danced with the devil under the full moonlight?
Yeah. He's great, dude. Okay, yeah, anyway, that was my my wonderful day watching.
Where are they?
Footy.
Oh, nice.
Man. Great game.
Where are the drugs?
Shout out AC Milan. Actually, Man City, I mean, they're not all the stars are there, but they lost another exhibition to Celtic. So maybe their reign of
Boston
terror
Celtics?
Celtic. FC Celtic.
Okay.
Maybe their reign of terror
Football
is
Club
over.
Celtic.
Mm-hmm. Maybe their reign of terror is finally over.
All right, shout out the acoustic Norwegian.
Mm-hmm.
You had a little international experience. I did as well. I had a wedding. After the big hog got tied down.
Yeah.
Did a little hog reveal on my IG story. But
what do you mean? Like no one ever knew?
I don't think so. But Ash with the big hog.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like tagging my friends. You know, they don't necessarily want that attention.
Yeah, sure, dude.
Come on.
They don't want
some people aren't on Instagram to amass followers of strangers.
No, but it always feels nice to get shouted out. Does it?
Yeah, if you're a fucking narcissist.
Okay. Anyway,
that thinks Instagram is real life.
Mr. and Mrs. Hog tied the knot.
Yes, they got hog tied.
Yeah. Nice, dude.
But before that, because it was in northern Vermont, me and my boy Anoop, as well as we had a little tennis trip, and then we met up with Mr. and Mrs. Dick Sucking Ron, Mr. Dick Sucking Ron and Mrs. Dick Sucking Ronette in Montreal.
Okay.
And this is my first time spending an extended amount of time in Montreal. I'd been there one time before for Dick Sucking Ron's bachelor party, but I was only there for one night.
A one-night bachelor party?
I missed 2 nights, I think, because I was attending my grandmother's funeral. So I only was there for one night. Very sad. No
Thank
nightmares.
you for your service.
Okay. My thoughts on Montreal. Montreal fucking rules. It is such, and I think a lot of it is because people are so cooped up for like 8 months out of the year. When summer finally breaks, people are just outside, happy. Everyone's doing shit. Like
it's always the end of COVID in Montreal.
Exactly. And I think this is true of like other cities in like Scandinavia and Northern Europe. It kind of gave me white trash, slutty Paris. As I said, they speak French.
Offensive.
There. Yes, but also in a good way, where people are very like joie de vivre.
Sure.
Very,
that's French.
Very white trash.
Yeah.
A lot of bad tattoos. A lot
is that like a certain type of Canadian like goes to Montreal? Like
no. A certain type of Canadian lives in French Canada.
Okay, seriously. So we're talking about French
pieces of shit.
So French Canadians are like. So I know we said there's a difference between the French and the French Canadian. Like this really is like the fucking like bottom barrel version of a French person.
I think so.
Ugh.
Or like
how many people are going to be offended listening to this?
A lot. I think that's the reputation is that the Quebecois. Actually, it's a slur, so I don't know if I could say it, but Newfie. I think I can say Newfie. People from Newfoundland are like known to be just like inbred, missing a chrome heart or two. Okay. You know what I mean? Slack jawed ass motherfuckers.
Gotcha.
They are idiots and inbred. But I think then in the
Jesus Christ.
In the Canadian race rankings, it's
so we are getting racist.
Bringing up the rear is the Newfies, which again slur. I'm sorry. And then right above that, I believe is Quebecois. But then Montreal is like kind of like the diamond in the rough.
Okay.
Even though parts of Montreal, it's like feels a little 2000s Williamsburgy, and I mean that in a very derogatory sense. I saw a motherfucker on a unicycle. There's like
really?
There's like
one of the electric ones or like an old
no like an analog one.
What was his fit?
He wasn't wearing a shirt.
You sure was on a unicycle?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to do it, might as well do it right.
I mean, remember how in Milan, there was like a lot of white trash Milan? Like the guy getting the baby, dapping up a baby fist?
Yeah.
A lot of like that level of shit. And yes.
But that's Euro trash. Wait, so this is Canadian Euro trash?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Yes. It's all coming together in my pea brain.
Exactly. Montreal, I think because it's cheap, because it is like I don't know what goes on there, but there is a pretty fucking vibrant like youth culture. That's a lot of like food, fashion, music, art, design. A lot of food, obviously.
Is it superior in your opinion? Is it superior than Toronto?
I have not spent that much time in Toronto. I think Toronto just has more money and more kind of like mainstream like pop culture.
Toronto is clean as shit, and I really enjoyed my limited time that I spent there.
You love a clean city. That's why you hate Paris. You just want more glass condos.
No, I don't want to fucking gentrify every fucking beautiful place across the globe. I'm not a Brit, man. No, I liked it. I enjoyed it, but I have not been to Montreal. So this is actually all news to me.
Well, Montreal, it can be very decadent and very just like very gluttonous. Like there's a big eating and drinking culture, which is mainly what we did there. The one thing that I think I did that was like kind of like good. Actually, no, two things. One, Bota Bota. There's this like spa on a boat.
Ooh,
it's on a fucking barge like in the harbor, and there's just like
a barge spa.
Yeah, Bota Bota.
That's like very incongruous.
No, it's sick. It's
like a barge to me feels like a gross way to. Like it's like a boat that would move garbage from
but it's
one
just
place
like
to
the
another.
shell. Do you know the Waterside Club is a restaurant on the FDR? It's kind of like that. But they just repurposed the barge or whatever tugboat into like there's like steam rooms, there's Finnish saunas, there's hot tubs, there's cold plunges, there's different pools, there's like no phones usually. On Thursdays there were phones allowed. But it was fire. And then the other thing I did was I played tennis with Vincent from Dime.
Oh, shout out Vince.
The king. He invited me to his like home court, and he's fucking nasty.
Yeah?
Yeah. He's good. And he's like, yeah, I kind of picked it up like, pandemic, and I've just like fallen in love with it. And he had been at Wimbledon over the summer. That's when I kind of noticed that he was like a true strokesman.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, bro, you want to stroke off together? We fucking beat. And the one unfortunate thing was he took me out wide, and I kind of ended up near a bush, and this fucking, I don't know what this was, this deadly Quebecois fly stung the shit out of me twice.
Wait, tennis court, there's bushes?
It's like it wasn't like the nicest tennis court. It was like, it's just a city tennis court.
Yeah.
It's like the tennis court I play with Gallagher sometimes, where that woman had an OnlyFans shoot and sat down, and there's just a fucking
ass cheeks. The oil.
Ass print just of oil just on the court for like 10 weeks.
Right, because of the porous material of the concrete. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so Vince is nice?
Vince is nice. He definitely sicked the home. He's like, oh, why don't you go play on that side? No, I'm kidding. He's like, are you allergic to bees? I'm like, no, I don't think so.
Bugs are. Yeah,
but then 2 days later, my shit blew up. I had like and it's kind of gone down because I've been taking medicine, but behind my knee, like I couldn't bend my knee, and I couldn't my fucking arm. And I'm like, Vince, god damn.
So you were at the wedding like fucked up because of
not
the
really.
sting?
It was leading up to it. I was like mad itchy. I was like, fuck, my shit got fucked.
You do have you always get fucking bug bites, dude.
Bro, I got stung on my jellyfish sting.
Damn, dude. I thought I had sweet blood.
No,
you got the sweetest, dude. You got that fucking Kewpie mayo in your veins, bro.
Yo, so Nick Dierl, the mayor of LA, as we know, super plugged into the food world. He, via his friend Dan Kleiman, who he sounds like he's the mayor of Montreal. He's an artist. Mm-hmm. Everyone knows him. Everyone loves him. I believe he's involved with the new restaurant Le Violon. But they combined ensured that me, Anoop, Mr. and Mrs. Dick Sucking Ron had the best fucking time in Montreal when it comes to the food. And I want to shout them out. We were able to hit the trifecta of
the big
both
three.
Like classic and new, the big three. Oui. First
big
up,
meat.
Joe Beef.
Yeah.
Which it's an institution at this point.
Yeah.
Great name, first of all.
I mean, I've heard of it.
Yeah. Everyone, it had a rough patch where one of the cooks or one of the chefs left because he's like, yo, like it's turning me into like an abusive alcoholic.
Oh, no.
And I'm burnt out and I'm leaving. And this is for the good of like me, my family, and everybody that I'm like
work-life balance
is really towards.
Work-life balance is really important.
So I think that they kind of faltered a little bit, but then Nick was like, yo, they're in their new era.
They're so back, dude.
They're so fucking locked in right now. Go hit it up. I'm gonna just shout out the best
Please
dish
go.
of every of the
I'd
three
love to
restaurants
hear.
because like it was course after course after course. Oh, and shout out the legendary server Laura.
What
who
made
did
her
this.
legendary?
She's just been there forever. She like really, I feel like a restaurant, the service is such an important part and overlooked where they can like make it so much fun and such like a actual theatrical spectacle versus not in like a cheesy like, like I'm fucking juggling plates.
Right.
But you know, she had 3 shot glasses and she did the Calvados like
Yeah.
waterfall.
Sick.
She hit us with her favorite Amaro, which kind of tastes like toothpaste and ass, but it's fine.
Okay.
So you win some, you lose with them.
Yeah, okay.
The lobster spaghetti at Joe Beef.
Yeah.
Anoop is literally, who's in the food world, he's his restaurant Strange Delight, put it in the rec center.
It has been already.
Put it back.
Okay.
He's like, yo, I dream, speaking of nightmares and non-nightmares, he dreams of this dish.
Fucking Meek Mill dreams of nightmares.
It is fucking fire. It's like,
what's special about it?
It's simple, but like,
yeah, okay.
It's like a glossy, it's not like saucy, but it has like a glossy coating of just like such a pure lobster, umami, oceanic taste to it. It's so fucking good. And like, I don't know, everything about it is just
that's the
perfect.
must order, even though there's no beef and there's beef in the name.
At Joe Beef, well, we got the beef, but definitely the lobster spaghetti.
Okay.
Next night we went to Au Pied de Cochon, another institution. This was the most like loud kind of like party atmosphere.
Okay.
And this was our first dinner with Dick Sucking Ron and Dick Sucking Ronette. And Anoop emailed them ahead of time. And again, the service was like fucking wonderful. Just like pouring us shots of Calvados and Amaro and everything. Anoop asked if the seafood tower is possible, which is off menu. And they only make like 2 a night.
Off menu seafood tower?
And the crazy thing about this is it's not just a raw seafood tower. Every component is a different prepared piece of seafood or component of seafood. So you had fish and chips. You had like a broiled octopus. You had scallops 3 ways. You had raw oysters. You had this like mussel. I'm blanking on it. You had like a lobster salad type thing. It was fucking crazy. When they brought it out, everyone in the restaurant is turning and they're taking photos of the seafood tower that is being brought to us.
With their sparklers involved?
There are no sparklers. It was not like a fuck.
It wasn't Poppy steak.
Yeah, they just signed like Dick Sucking Ron. Happy birthday.
Congrats on the dick suck.
Oh, real quick. Lots of Throwing Fits fans in Montreal.
Really?
And they were very respectful.
Mainly because you saw Adrian.
I did see Adrian. Shout out Adrian. At a local distillery that was close to Au Pied de Cochon. Sounds like the Discord's doing great. Happy to hear that. Nah, Adrian's the man. But for Dick Sucking Ron's actual birthday, we went to Le Violon, which is right now, according to what everyone's saying, that is like the restaurant, like the hot restaurant in Montreal right now. Like impossible to get into. like definitely going for some stars.
Let me ask you a question real quick about your friend group, right? So Asher with the Big Hog is getting married, and it's coinciding with Dick Sucking Ron's birthday.
Yes.
Did these things get coordinated anywhere? Or just kind of was a happenstance?
No, because Dick Sucking Ron's birthday was a Thursday. Our friend Jordy Shorty was on Friday.
Another birthday?
Yeah, and then Asher with the Big Hog's wedding was on Saturday.
So if it's like would you consider Montreal that's a destination wedding, right? Because they're
no, but the wedding was like 2 hours away from Montreal in Vermont.
Oh, yeah. Okay. But still a destination wedding.
Well,
kind of, right?
Yes and no. Yes and no.
Okay.
Right. Yes and no.
I don't want to dox anyone or anything. But also, it's like, who cares where somebody's from? But because this all seems.
I will say this. Okay. Asher with the Big Hog's younger brother had the GOAT best man speech.
Oh, yeah?
It literally, there was a 90-second standing ovation in the middle of the speech.
Was he reading or was it off dome? Or not off dome?
It was prepared, but he went full comedy. He was like, there was a bit of sentimentalness, but it was like,
I mean, you say what he's
you want. He's a lawyer. Also, he put on this like Woody, fucking, what's your guy's name?
My guy? Are you talking about Woody Allen?
Yeah, he put on.
That's not my guy.
Woody Allen. He really, affect. Like, he went real Jew with it. He's a lawyer marrying a doctor at his father's second home. This guy's got grit.
All right.
It was that for like 10 minutes. It was incredible.
Wow. Little brothers give great food. My brother also crushed his fucking his speech as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, they do. Okay, back to Le Villon. Last dish of the moment. And again, this was like shout out Andrew, the front of house. Shout out Chef Danny. He came out. We like did like a follow back thing. And whatever. I fucking run Montreal.
Clearly, dude. So with the throw gang thing, how many times did you get? You got recognized a bunch?
Yeah, and it was all very respectful.
Canadians. Say what you want about the white trashness, all the terrible things you said about chromosome.
That's Newfoundland.
Polite people.
Yeah,
unlike the French.
Met the one girl that listens at the bar Doubles. Great sports bar.
Shout out to you.
Le Villon. This sounds crazy. A pumpkin stout bread. It's like a black bread with mussels and cheddar cheese.
That sounds good.
Fucking phenomenal.
It's a savory
fucking phenomenal.
Delight.
Yeah. Incredible.
Okay. Amazing.
Just like insane. Didn't think it was gonna be that good. It was so fucking good. And then I'm texting with Nick the next day, and he's in LA and he wakes up and he goes, "Yo, the last text I got from the chef at Le Villon was, Dick Sucking Ron is a fucking legend."
And to be clear, are you protecting his government or were you introducing him as Dick Sucking Ron to people? What is his wife? I know he likes that. I'm sure he finds it hilarious. What is Mrs. Ronette? How does she react?
I think she's like bemused, but maybe when he leans into the DSR-ness of it all, she might be like, "Yo, that's not who you are, right?"
So wait, has he become a character like in his own life because of the show?
No. He's not like you. But no, but like if I'm out with him and if there's any recognition, I'll be like, "Yo, this is Dick Sucker." I'll be like, "Oh, the lore."
It is always funny when you're out with DSR and you guys are going hard because he loves to hop in the chord and mix it up.
Oh yeah, so we were talking about
I think what did he call it? He just went in there and was called everyone fucking cheap bastards,
cheap honkies.
I mean, shit, dude.
That's when we were with Adrian. So that was like that's like when we were having like 2 beers before dinner.
You got mod approval.
Yeah. And so I was like, wow, I thought he's confirmed not white.
Yeah.
And people were like, oh, I thought he's like a balding white guy with dad bod. And then he sent like some he's a fuck you honky.
He's another handsome brown man.
Yeah, exactly.
That is pretty fucking hilarious.
Anyways, Montreal, really fun 3 nights.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
We gotta, what's the, we'll talk about the Essence store. Obviously, Dime is there. Is Jound are they in Montreal? Is Justin?
I don't know if he's a storefront.
No, I mean like, they don't have a storefront.
Yeah, he's based there.
Okay, so yeah, Montreal has, I guess I say all that to say, we need to pull up on Montreal as TF.
Oh, I'd love to.
Yeah. I have a great, I met Vince, because I just want to shout out Vince, because I feel like Dime is, all right, you got Supreme, you got Palace. Like, to me, Dime has been for a long time so sick, whether you're a skater or like a streetwear guy or something else, because I don't think we're either of those. But I remember meeting Vince when he first started Dime. He was in New York. It was New York Fashion Week. This is when he had just started. I don't remember the year. And he gave me one of the first ever, it was like the first Dime logo tee. And it is maybe one of my most like precious jaunts that I'll never get rid of, even though it's absolutely fucking haggard. Definitely doesn't fit me, even though I've lost a little bit weight of now. Like, I'll never get rid of that. Like, to me, that's history right there. Like, Dime is incredible.
Yeah, Dime's it's weird. Like, they're both doing incredibly well, but also still kind of like underrated,
or if you know, like,
or like a little more low key.
Oh, I would say if we're playing the pitchfork overrated, underrated, where you have to pick, Dime is underrated 100%. Their ready to wear is incredible.
They do the Glory Challenge. It feels feels like they're very beloved in the city, and obviously like being homegrown.
Yeah,
and I think Vince has like been around like in the skate scene, in the art scene.
He's a very talented fine artist.
Also, I think it's one of those cities kind of like Stockholm where the creative class is so small that everyone knows and supports each other.
Yeah.
Which is really great to see that, and also just get a tiny taste of that just for a little bit when you're visiting for 3 nights, and feel like you're in the fucking Bear drinking water out of a plastic thing, smoking cigs with the chefs outside when they shut down service.
Yeah, when you saw Vince, did you at any point like broach the idea of like him coming on the show if he's in New York or when he comes to New York? Like,
I've floated to him because we've been. That was the first time we met, but we've been internet
you never
homies.
met him before?
No, we've been internet homies for. He was like, yeah, Lawrence, wow, forum days, yeah, crazy. But anyway, very food heavy trip, which is always the best kind. Sounds like you yourself had a bit of a food night as well.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to finally get to Gene's on chicken tender night.
Okay,
and they are doing these, so it's like a special that they're doing, I guess, on Thursdays. It's, if you're going to see Love Club DJ, you can get the chicken tender special. They're trying to like turn Thursday night into a big thing. Shout out our family at Gene's. There was a Big Benny, fucking Ash, fucking Max, all the fucking boys.
All them.
All right. So they're doing homemade sauces with the tenders.
Okay.
And they were all spectacular. There was a homemade buffalo sauce that's called like purple buffalo sauce. It's not purple, and I'm not a gourmand, so I don't know where that comes into play.
Okay.
There's a homemade dill ranch, which was really good. There was
Are the chicken tenders they're not spicy, they're just reggie?
They're Reggie tenders with fries.
How are the tenders themselves?
Really fucking good. They're a thick, juicy tender. They're not like that kind of like
hard
more
fry?
Chicken strip, like super crunchy fry. So it's like a higher end, like, really juicy white meat type vibe.
And very hard fry.
No, I would say not necessarily.
Okay. All right, keep going with the sauces.
All right. Then there was maybe the best barbecue sauce, a homemade barbecue sauce I've ever had in my life.
Damn.
And then finally a Japanese mayo. Excuse me, a Japanese tartar sauce.
Okay,
that was clearly made with, I would assume, Kewpie mayo, and it made me think about like, you basically get like a sauce flight, right? So the whole table, Seth is there, got Javos, Delaney, whatever. We're all like debating the sauces, and obviously the two things that I thought were maybe missing are, one is ketchup, right? Well, hold on, and then any type of mustard. And we're having this debate where it's like, if you had to go gun to head in terms of like the condiment that you would want with a tender, I think that my answer, which is like the boring one, but I feel like it's gotta be ketchup.
I'd go barbecue.
Really?
Just because it's in the ketchup family.
Yeah.
And honey mustard. Obviously in the mustard family.
Okay, now are you factoring in the fact that like there's also going to be probably fries present, and you got to use that condiment with the fries as well?
Oh well, you didn't say that. There's fries present.
So you're not. So you didn't factor that in. I'm thinking of that. As well.
I've never been a big like dairy, whether it's like a ranch or mayo based kind of like for tendies.
Mm-hmm.
But on the drive back from where the wedding was, on our 6-hour drive home, we stopped at Burger King.
Oof.
Underrated. When was the last time you had Burger King? When was the last time you had Burger King?
I probably got delivered when I was like drunk, fucked up on my couch, which is like, fast food delivery.
I don't mind a Whopper.
No.
I like the amount of tomato and onion in the Whopper. And good pickles.
Flame broiled.
True. You remember Bar?
Yeah. No, don't. Like, you've said too much. You've said too much already. But no, so here's the thing about a Whopper. Nothing tastes like a Whopper, right?
Right.
So I get like the appeal of the Whopper.
McDonald's has been disappointing me for a long time now. Wendy's, my last few trips, I've been a little meh. I haven't had Burger King in fucking years. I think the last thing I got there was the jalapeno poppers, which blew my shit out.
The best thing at Burger King is the onion rings, in my opinion.
You don't even get halvesies, fries, half onion rings.
Honestly, bro, I'm going all onion rings. Their fries are,
But again, what are you basing this off of?
Just every time I've had.
Have you had your one meal today?
No, I'm not getting fucking Burger King.
Get BurgerKing and come back to me. So they have a whole fiery menu. Also, seeing the crowns out on the table, I'm like, if I put this on, do I just become a racist? Like,
no,
I start screaming out Newfie.
I mean, you already said all that shit anyway, and you don't even have a crown on.
I know.
So you have the fantasy crown.
Heavy as the head.
Yeah.
But I'm like, do they know that the crown has become a symbol of just like a racist white guy? They had a whole fiery menu. I got a fiery Whopper.
Yeah.
I got the fiery chicken fries, which, again, cousin to a tender. I don't think I've ever had a chicken fry before.
Really? They suck.
It feels like you're eating a chicken tender fetus. Like an aborted chicken tender fetus. Like the mouth feels fucking crazy.
It's super processed.
I'm like, what chicken? Not that what part of the chicken has gone into anything.
Yeah.
I did get some Canadian McDonald's.
So they have poutine?
No, well they do, but I didn't get that because bro, hell no.
No?
McDonald's poutine?
I bet you it hits.
They had chicken nacho poutine.
That sounds a bit. That sounds a bit like diarrhea.
I wanted
future diarrhea.
They had McDonald's. They had a chicken fried chicken patty with bang bang sauce, but I wasn't able to get it.
Okay, real quick.
And they had fries with shawarma seasoning.
Oh,
wasn't able to get that. They were out.
Fuck, dude. The fiery menu. I've seen a lot of reviews. A lot of people are very disappointed with the fiery menu.
Okay, it's the one time though where if it's a spiced wing, I think the ranch sauce that I got
to balance sense. It out. Yeah, absolutely, to cool it down a little bit. But isn't there mozzarella sticks now too?
I think that happened for a minute.
Yeah, I wonder what those are. Mozzarella sticks at a fast food establishment is pretty fucking hit or miss, and I wonder if Burger King could fucking stick the landing. Though I feel like they're probably like the chicken fry. The breading is off. The fucking meat is off. Pause.
It's just the proportion. There shouldn't be that amount of fry to meat. It's like a fucking. I felt like I was eating like a chicken dick, like like a skinny little chicken penis.
They probably use the same breading and style for I would have to guess for the mozzarella sticks. So I have to imagine you're not missing anything by not getting them.
I promptly fell asleep for about 45 minutes after eating that meal.
Oh, you weren't driving, hopefully.
I took the second half.
You had a nice little fucking Whopper, a flame broiled coma, dude.
I had nightmares.
Yeah, dude.
Fiery nightmares. Oh, I didn't talk about yet. A John's highlight in Montreal, which was going to the Essence store.
Oh, yeah.
Which everyone knows Essence, right?
Of course.
They
know sale.
What I didn't realize is that Essence really, because I know that you and I have like been taking advantage of their bargain basement sales for years now. Mm-hmm. It really became this like huge behemoth in retail during the pandemic.
Yeah.
According to people that work there. So I went to the store. I don't think people realize they have a store.
Yeah.
And the joke is like, oh my God, is it like a fucking Costco where it's just like everything,
right.
All 90,000 articles are there? No. Here's what it is. It's in the old port town, which is like kind of like the touristy, like walking around.
Is that where you can get a tugboat facial?
Yeah. So you get your fucking Canadian STDs. It's in like a touristy part of town, so it kind of sticks out as like a fancy, like everything's just like tchotchke stores and like shitty bars and stuff like that. And then you have the Essence store, which is like 5 floors.
5 floors?
Yeah.
So it is like a Costco.
Well, it's like a townhouse. It's like the row townhouse, and about I think 3 of the floors are merchandised for retail, just like a few racks of like a few different brands. I think like, and I asked, like, how do you choose what brands put out here? I was with a senior stylist, and she was giving us a tour, and she's like, "Oh, it's kind of like bestsellers, but it's also like what we're catering to the tourists." So a lot of Jacquemus, a lot of
Palm Angels,
a lot of Jacquemus, no Palm Angels. It honestly wasn't bad. A lot of Marni, a lot of Jill Sander and Bottega.
They must have so much data to like get this shit fucking dialed in terms of where are people coming from? What are they buying, or at least putting in their cart online and waiting for it to go on sale, and just getting those racks fucking absolutely locked in.
But catered to like a
certain
touristy
type of customer, yes.
Which I thought, I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Where it's like, I mean, Our Legacy didn't make sense to me. And it was like hidden on the 5th floor, but it was like entire floors dedicated to Jacques Mou, essentially. So I guess they're fucking doing well with Canadian
Jacques
tourists.
Mou, number 1 in the rankings right now for the tourists. Okay,
but
good to know.
The main reason for the store's existence and the main reason people shop there is you make an appointment and you kind of do this like VIP shopper cosplaying where you give them your email that's associated with your Essence account and they'll pull your wish list.
Ooh.
So you load up the wish list, you give them like 40 hours heads up, which I didn't know. And they pull their shit from whatever the factory. I asked, like, where's the factory? She's like, yo, it's like 2 hours outside of town. It is like a fucking airplane hangar.
The fulfillment center.
Like, no, like the warehouse where they keep all the shit.
You said factory. They're not making the clothes. Okay.
No,
I just wanted to get... Okay,
they're making retailers go out of business.
Yeah, they are.
So, unfortunately, I didn't know about the 48 hours thing. So, like, I was like loading up my wish list like the night before, and they were like, and I walk in and like, hey, we got 5 things. So I'm like, cool.
What were those 5 though?
Some Dries Van Noten sequin shorts,
which you already own.
No,
in gunmetal.
I own the pants.
I thought you bought those gunmetal guys in Patty.
I didn't.
Oh,
okay. No, why would I know? I don't remember. So these Eckhouse Lotta sunglasses that I bought. A few other pairs of Eckhouse Lotta sunglasses. Oh, some La Mer open-toed sandals. I realized I'm not an open-toe guy. Some Dries loafers, which I didn't have room because it was a fucking pack whip to cross the border.
Sure.
And I was just like, I can't. We're tightening the belt. We're in our tighten our belt era. They're a little weird. I don't know. And I was like, you know what? Maybe they'll go on further. Maybe they'll go on further sell than 50%. A Dries Van Noten crinkled vinyl black coat. I think I showed it to you.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
It was the size was a little off. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, an Issey Miyake Homme Plissé t-shirt that I ended up buying.
Like a pleated tee?
No, just like kind of like a mock neck, like oversized, like interesting color. My boy Anoop though, his wish list was loaded up, and he did the smart thing, which he just got like multiple sizes.
Oh, sure.
Because that's the real benefit of trying shit on if you're not familiar with the brand, and also with Issey Miyake pleats, you're really heavily advised to not alter anything.
Pleats, please.
Pleats, please.
Oh, I'm sure that the average tailor will absolutely fucking butcher those pleats. There's no way. Yeah.
So he got like everything from like a 36 to like a 52.
Yo, people talk about how the sizing on that shit is insane. It's like I don't know if they've since kind of like, you know, got it dialed in, but like
maybe the Essence size charts aren't the ones to blame here.
Well, no, I really think in that case where it's like the shorts and the inseams and all the like, because they're all like elastic waist, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, I've heard that it's all over the place and you need to try on. Please, to get it right.
Well, especially if you can't alter it, you can't risk buying it, and then like you can't, take it to the tailor. Although Essence does have a very generous return policy. The clientele of people that made appointments that were kind of cycling through was pretty diverse and interesting. It was 2 dudes that were like, so she's like, "What is your podcast about?" And I'm like, And these 2 guys like, "Oh, yo, you Jimmy from Throwing Fits?" Oh,
hell yeah!
I was like, "This is what it's about." And like, they're like, "So
the boys."
I said, "Yo, so what's Throwing Fits about?" They go, "Camions and inseams."
No, guys, come on.
They're both named Adrian, I think.
Oh no.
Then some like rich hot stepmom, like fucking like MILF, like a dog MILF, just came in like workout clothes and fucking was boys with like all the personal shopper people already, and she just casually picked up a $4,000 Miu Miu fake Carhartt work jacket. That
I love those, dude. Oh,
yeah,
fuck, dude.
Yeah. Some dude in a Balenciaga tee that was like showed up apparently like an hour late for his appointment, but he's like, "Oh, I'm going to Mykonos, so I need like he had like all these like crocheted shirts."
Yeah. Well, that was another question I was gonna have, is like you said there was a lot of Jacques Mou. How much Balenci is there for the tourists?
Oh, nothing.
Really?
0. Nada.
Are we witnessing the fall off?
I think so. But also yeah. So I think like
that's, and honestly, good. Not to be like an asshole and a hater. Literally rest in piss, dude. Yeah. I could not care less.
I like me, Dick Sucking Ron, and Anoop were like fucking kids in the candy store.
Oh, sure.
Because we had one dressing room.
Wait, what was on DSR's wish list? Or was
he unfortunately wasn't able to, because it was scheduled a day earlier before they got in, and then it got moved a day. So he and Mrs. Dick Sucking Ronette unfortunately weren't able to try anything on. So they're browsing. They were like browsing like the regular merchandise, and they were like, "Oh, can you like can I pull this like our legacy shirt and this and that and this? And so he got a little mini rack.
Nice.
Anything that didn't fit us, he would kind of try on.
Okay.
He ended up buying a Issei suit because he loved how fire it was on Anoop, and he tried it on even though it's too small. He's like, I fucking love this. It's so comfortable.
Yeah.
It was his birthday.
Well, there you go. Got to treat yourself.
And he got to see the color in person, and he bought the same color. So like the temptation of trying things on, I think is like, I mean, this is why retail IRL is so much better than online, right? Because like trying on Dries Van Noten, I'm like, whoa, should I buy these shorts?
Yeah.
So my cart that I was checking out with was these Eckhouse Lotta sunglasses, which also I tried on a bunch of other Eckhouse sunglasses that didn't fit my face that I wanted, and I would have copped, but I got to see that they didn't work.
Oh, in terms of like your face shape.
Yeah, they're just like too narrow, too small.
Gotcha.
These Dries shorts, I was about to cop. Thank you to Tommy Ton, my John's Angel, my cheap coupon clipping angel.
Yeah, truly.
Who I'm live texting with. I'm like, I felt like I was doing a fucking like deal on industry. I'm like, Tommy, tell me, like I'm talking out of this side of my mouth with the sales associate, like the stylist. Like, oh yeah, I think I'm gonna get those $600 Dries shorts. I'm like, Tommy, tell me you can find them for lower. Tell me you can find them for lower.
Hold on, I gotta check in with my guy real quick.
As she's starting to check me out, I'm like, wait, let me do him first. I don't know about the shorts.
At the buzzer.
Wow. Which I felt really bad about.
I mean, sure, but are they making commission on the sales?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I imagine so. And I only think that because when I eventually pulled the shorts out and my order went from like $800 to $200, I think she was very upset and was not pleased.
Sorry to this poor McGill student who can't afford her textbooks now, thanks to Tommy Ton. And
no, she'd been there for a long time, so she was kind of giving us. She had seen, I think, the rise of Essence over the past like 5-6 years. There were definitely some Gen Z ass motherfuckers that were like trying to teach like Gen Z slang. One
of my biggest regrets is my cousin went to McGill, and like I feel like I could have easily been like, "Yo, let me like pop up and hang," and I never did.
Yeah,
never took advantage. The Harvard of the North, I believe.
What? Oh, that's Harvard, Montana.
I think McGill is the best quote unquote college in Canada. My cousin is American. He went to
McGill is a good school.
Yeah.
But Essence Strip, like the store was great. I don't think I did it correctly necessarily. It was a bit like kind of like department store dressing room vibes.
Could this be the future of retail for like these, bigger brands? And obviously we love a vintage shop. We love a kind of local hyper curated spot like a Kolbe or whatever. But like for these big stores, or is this like department stores? Is this like the way to do it?
I think you can probably do that anyway.
Really?
Like a Saks, like a
Bergdorf? I mean, well, if you're a VIP customer and you're like, cause like what, 90% of revenue comes from like our top 1% of customers. But like like this way where I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think that's how you can shop the Gant Mulberry store, where it's like, or it's a little different where like maybe you, and I don't know, swing by and check it out yourself, but like you go to the store, you try on stuff, and then you like make the order digitally. It's like what Bonobos invented many years ago at their New York store.
What do you make the order digitally? I was like, I checked out there.
No, I'm saying there's like another way to do it where it's like almost like shopping a show. What I'm asking is there?
Well, it's more like you put together your shopping cart and they pull it for you, and then like the service that they offer, which I politely passed on, was like, oh, if you want, one of our stylists can help you like dress for the occasion or the vibe. If you just tell us what the occasion or vibe you're dressing for is, I'm like, fucking life, bitch. Like. That's what I dress for.
The future quote, I get dressed every day, B. Yeah. No, I just mean like I think there's another type of experience that maybe is like the reverse of this, but it's like if there's not this inventory fucking surplus, like Essence has everything from every brand ever, right? That's their thing. But if you are a brand like Gant and you have this high-end, 240 Mulberry line, the whole line in all the sizes at the store, I go in, I try it on, I see what I like, I make the order, it gets shipped to me.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I think a lot of stores do offer, they offer kind of like a shipping thing. Okay. I think it's smarter the other way, where it's like, you get to this like fake VIP experience where, say, you're visiting New York or you're visiting LA or Chicago or whatever, and you can like create your cart and then email them ahead of time, and then they just like pull everything for you, and then you get this like the temptation of having things on and being catered to like a VIP is very strong.
Yeah,
and also like there is that. I'm sure there's a fucking sucker like me where it's like, oh, I feel bad. I'm like not buying the thing after you did all this hard work for me. Like, I'm sure you make crazy sales off that method too.
Yeah, and this is definitely perfect for like the rich NPC going to Mykonos that you're talking about.
Exactly.
Where it's like he literally is shopping for his entire vacation wardrobe in like the day before he's about to fucking take off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, it was a fun experience. I guess I'm going to write about it on the Substack. But yeah, check out the Essence store next time in Montreal.
And anyone can make an appointment? You just hit
I don't know. I hit Steph Yaka, or hit Steph, the homie. So I don't know how people would make an appointment. I'm sure you can find it through their website.
Through Googling it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we'll include we'll include the application process in the rec center.
Yo, the woman that just fucking casually dropped 4K, which is probably like 6K, 7K Canadian on the Mew Mew was like kind of fire. Like she was like a bitch. She was like mean.
Okay.
Oh, there's this other woman that I didn't see who she was. I could only hear her because I was changing. But she, I tried on some orally. And she was like, what do you mean my appointment got canceled? I didn't get an email about it. And it was like, well, did you check your spam or your promotion? She's like, what is this? Like, what kind of customer service is this? And she's like, the support service. She was like, I'm so sorry. We can make another appointment. She's like, I have a life, right? You think I just I got other stuff to do? And we're just like, damn, bitch. Like, I thought you were Canadian and fucking, I guess she was a newfie.
Yeah, I was going to say, or sorry, you're not a fucking dog mill with nothing to do but fucking, cop Mew Mew for 4K in the middle of the day. Damn, dude, that's a bit of an overreaction, I would say.
So while I was consuming John's in Canada, you were consuming some film and entertainment. Lawrence.
Oh, yeah. I already talked about the Pete Rose doc. I
got to check. That's on HBO, right?
That's on Max now. It's 4 episodes.
Is it one of those things where it could have been 2 hours, but they made it 4 hours?
I don't know, man. Like, I'm not even like a huge baseball fan, and I'm like pretty familiar with like the saga of Pete Rose. I don't know, man. It was fascinating. I highly recommend it to anyone who's even like casual sports fan. It really is just like the perfect tragic American story, and he is a very they kind of one of the talking heads calls him like he's like kind of like a Trumpian figure, and how like he's like definitely like a narcissist, definitely has charisma out the ass, definitely was, I mean, I was gonna say good at what he, I don't know, like was Trump actually good at real estate? He was like born rich. He's good at being rich.
Yeah.
Pete Rose was good at baseball. It was really good. I didn't think I would give a shit as a casual baseball fan and not a fan of the Cincinnati Reds or Pete Rose. It was fantastic. But something that I discovered that I didn't know existed, and you might have some insight here. There was a genre of movies in Japan called...
Why would I be familiar with this?
Because you are half Japanese.
But I live in America.
Yeah, but aren't you familiar with Japanese culture?
Are you
more than the average person?
Do you watch a lot of Israeli movies?
Bro, what the fuck? I'm not a Zionist, dude.
Chill. You're Jewish.
Yeah, that's why Woody Allen is my guy, right?
Wait, you don't watch what's that movie? Faiz?
No.
That Israeli Netflix show?
Didn't they make an American?
Faid?
Did they make it was it fucking Homeland, an Israeli show that they turned into an American?
Yep.
Okay, that's probably the closest I've gotten.
And Veep.
Then. Really?
Yeah.
And I thought Veep was British.
No, you're thinking of The Office.
That was British. So there's a genre of movies that happened in Japan post-war where in a kind of way, well, there was definitely like, I think like as culture was shifting as it was like in the 60s and late 60s and 70s, there's a whole genre called women in prison movies. And there was an entire industry in Japan. They're called pink films because they're kind of graphic. Like there's nudity, you know, which I guess at the time was like,
I should be familiar with this.
And this came across there was a guy on Twitter who I got his, I don't know what he probably works at like Vulture or some shit, but he got fed to me and he was talking about maybe like the most famous, it's a series of 4 movies and I watched the first one, Female Prisoners number 701 Scorpion.
Okay.
Bro.
That's the name of the movie?
Yeah.
All right.
It is fucking sick. Chicks Rock as well, which I was
Always.
not, which I was,
we knew that. You just learned that?
I would say I just learned that, but
okay. You weren't familiar with their game.
Yeah, I was not familiar with the game. It's incredible. This whole genre, it just like blew my mind. That this was like how they kind of like made like it's like not softcore porn. Yo, and it's graphic, bro. There's a lot of violence. There is a lot of unsavory shit like sexual assault. The gender politics are all over the place. With that said, if you're a fan of like Kill Bill and Tarantino, you see a ton of influence from this genre. That would be my starting point. Female Prisoner number 701: Scorpion. Apparently the sequel is even better. And then finally, I watched a movie that I had, speaking of Tarantino, heard about as a big inspiration for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I don't know if you're a fan of
Yeah,
it's a great movie.
I'm not a fan of the ending.
Really?
I'm just like,
you don't like the alternate history? Or did you talk about the flamethrower?
The flamethrower. It's so gratuitous. I'm just like, you didn't have to go that hard.
I mean, what's even better is...
This man hates women. This man hates women. He hates them from their ankles up.
I was going to say he loves their feet for sure. But anyway, the big inspiration for that movie is this movie from 1968 called Targets, which is about a mass shooter, an ex-Vietnam vet, directed by Peter Bogdanovich, who is very famous for the movie The Last Picture Show. He won an Academy Award as a young man. This is the movie he did before it. It's really fucking good. And because of the Trump assassination attempt, I was like looking into, not that I wasn't writing out like manifestos out here, but this movie Targets is incredible. I highly recommend it.
What does that have to do with the Trump assassination attempt?
Well, this guy's a fucking, he's an unhinged shooter.
But a mass shooter.
Yeah, but more inspired by the mass shooting at the University of Austin, Texas, I think is the direct inspiration. Okay. But just thinking about white men with rifles that might be missing a chrome hearts or two, as you said. Made me tap in, and it was fantastic, and I highly recommend it. And maybe I'm also going to hit the Substack and write some more in-depth and give some more movie and watch recs.
Hell yeah, bro.
But the Pete Rose thing's interesting. I don't know about you. I feel like we're in a bad TV spot, waiting for industry to come back. I didn't love The Bear, personally.
Well, you glazed season 2 so hard, it must have been tough.
It was
keep glazing.
I thought season 2 was amazing. I think it was my show of the year in the 50s. Season 3, I think it was a little bit. I don't know. It was fine.
Okay. I forgot that. I forgot season 3 was on.
Yeah, I mean, House of Dragons is dog shit. Even though I'm watching,
people like it.
Really?
Yeah.
People are liking House of Dragons.
People are saying that this season it's like it's finally like hit its stride a little bit.
Are you watching?
No.
I mean, there's so
many fucking names. I'll get back into it. All my TV time is taken up right now by Love Island USA.
Right, which I finished. Which honestly,
Jesus Christ.
Well, Jen and I were watching it basically live.
Yeah.
When we came back we caught up when we came back from the
nice.
work. She was catching up. I tapped in and we finished live. But no, that's why the Pete Rose things, I was like, because it's kind of a docu-series, so that's kind of TV. And I had been looking for a show. And I guess, again, if anyone doesn't want, if you're not a movie person, you're more of a TV person. I know this is obviously somewhere in between. But yeah, those are my 3 recs. And basically what I was doing when I wasn't partying with you out of town.
Another great line from the Younger Brothers' Best Man speech.
Mm-hmm. Transition
from TV into wedding talk a little bit.
Okay.
He goes, he's an intellectual and cultural powerhouse. He reads 5 books a week. He's always recommending podcasts and articles, and he's always up on the latest film and TV phenomenons and always ahead of the curve. But he can't find time to call his mother.
Wait, so he was like kind of purposely doing like a bad stand-up.
It was like vaudeville.
Roast. It was a roast.
It was like vaudeville roast. It was fucking incredible.
Damn, dude. How long was the speech?
I don't know. It felt like I wish it kept going. I said to him, I was like, yo, you should run for office, bro. You got the riz.
That charisma.
Yeah.
He's got that. So you're telling me he's better at stand-up than JD Vance?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I had a little moment with the best man, the younger brother, because, and no doxing here. I was kind of part of the crew that like went to the house ahead of time at early afternoon, just like hang out, just help the groom relax, be of assistance.
Do you have a wedding party?
No.
Okay.
Just a best man and the maid of honor.
Got it.
But just like be there to assist, whatever, help set up.
Sure.
Relay messages between the bride and groom, make sure everyone's help feed people, whatever. But
okay.
What I was really there for, and when I really came into my own and flourished, was when there were multiple like fashion emergencies.
Okay.
That I was called upon as the de facto fashionsman.
Okay, this should
obviously.
Be good. Yeah.
And all the old Jewish relatives like, oh, is he the gay one?
Yeah.
Can't find time to call his mother.
Can we get the gay friend James in here to help someone? What were you tying bow ties?
The one who's a little light in his loafers. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What were you doing?
Loafers. Well, okay. So the best man, he thought that he had forgotten his pants.
How do you solve that, dude?
because he had got them specially tailored so he could wear them with suspenders.
Okay, sure.
Just to go along with the Jewish stand-up vaudeville act.
They're called braces.
Braces. Suspenders. And he thinks that he had left them in his hometown where he traveled from.
Yikes.
So he tried to go, it was like not navy, kind of like a nice blue suit.
Mm-hmm. Not a black tie wedding.
No. I had to make sure, and like a nice pink shirt. I forget what the tie was. But I made sure that it's like, you can do khakis. It's a big young Republican.
Right.
But if you're doing the khakis, you can't do black shoes.
Sure.
You got to go back to the brown suede shoes that he had yesterday.
Right. No belt necessary, though, with the braces. So you kind of.
No, but the braces were, the brace pants were fucking, had been yeeted back in his hometown. I was like, yo, I have an extra blazer with me. Because I actually forgot my garment bag flying to Montreal. So a homie drove it up to Vermont and met me. Thank God.
You had to employ John's Coyote, dude.
Exactly.
Smuggle that shit, dude.
Sicario. Yeah. So I just had my full garment bag that had the suit and then like 2 extra blazers. And I was like, yo, I have a khaki blazer. Kind of matches your pants if you want to wear it. He's like, well, it's not going to fit. I'm like, bro, just try it on. Just try it. It didn't fit.
Okay.
Thankfully, he found his pants. They were just at the bottom of the garment bag. They had fallen.
They had fallen. The trousers have fallen.
Yeah. Trousers down. Episode title, Trousers Down.
I don't know. I don't know what we got.
We got knee benders, chicks rocking, trousers down.
Like knee benders. That's it. Yeah.
So then
all Sims are forever known as knee benders.
The best man. So everyone's like, everything's running behind schedule. It's like really hot in there. People are sweating. The fucking wedding planner has shit the bed.
Okay.
I'm helping the best man. Me and the best man's wife are like tag teaming him like a fucking F1 car to pit stop trying to put the suspenders on.
Jesus Christ.
Dude. Then everyone realizes that, and then like I'm getting ready and after the big hog is like, can someone find James? It's really urgent. And I had to like sprint down. Oh no, I was helping with the suspenders and I like run down and I had to help him pick a tie.
Oh, okay.
Very important. Right?
Yeah. How many did he have to choose from?
3. Oh, by the way, fucking Mr. Hogg went crazy with the fits. He did a stofa, kind of like a linen, double-breasted, very like a bit oversized, loose on the Friday night. He looked phenomenal. Mm-hmm. He was a little worried about the oversized. I'm like, no, dude, this looks fucking incredible. Mm-hmm. Like, don't button it, leave it open, let it flow, let that thing fly. Mm. Then Jay Muser custom, like a dark green, and a light like light pink, almost
blush.
like,
I remember you talking about the big shopping day you had helping him kind of like R&D all of these fits. Yeah.
And then the tie was, I think he was choosing between Drake's and Jay Muser. I think he might have gone full fucking JM.
Oh, wow. Head to toe.
And some brown
Who are you
shoes.
wearing? Jay Muser.
Yeah. Then no one had their fucking pockets opened.
They were still stitched.
So I had.
Did the seam rip?
No, yeah, with a steak knife.
I mean, that works.
So I'm going around. Dick sucking Ron is in the kitchen, no pants. All the fucking old Jewish relatives are filtering in. I'm fucking sawing. I'm doing a surgery on a pant.
Jesus Christ.
And Dick sucking Ron's just there with his fucking pants off. He'd been DJing and he'd been playing like kind of like dirty rap as like all these old Jews are walking in like, wow, what is this? Wow.
Wait, do people not know that you can kind of just like, they don't know that you have to do that?
No.
And they didn't know that you just like, it's just like, it's purposely like threaded loosely to easily
but
be
you
like
need, you need to cut it. You can't pull it.
Actually, pulling it is, you could.
It's risky.
It's very risky.
I'm fucking sawing after the big hog's jacket pockets open as his dad comes in and his dad's like, what are you doing? My son.
You're sabotaging his suit.
Yeah. I think I had to loan someone a pair of socks. I don't know. Basically, like every fashion emergency, like I felt like a fucking stylist with like the bag kit.
You're the fixer. You were the like Winston Wolf of the fucking wedding party.
I'm like clipping people's shit back so it's tighter. I'm like fucking making sure the collars are down because they're flying up and shit.
Jesus Christ, have these people never been dressed up in their life?
It was a bit hectic.
It sounds like it for sure.
Yeah, but I was just the fucking fashion hero at the wedding. That's what I do.
Thank God for you. You also told me that you got mad compliments on what you wore.
Ooh. All right. So first off, night 1 fit. Which I didn't document.
Damn, let's do 100 more fit checks and get out of here.
All right, from the bottom up, Our Legacy Workshop X Paraboot boat shoes.
Nice.
I've come back around on them.
Okay.
Ever since Antonio told us that they're technically not boat shoes, I'm back on board, literally.
That's right. I forgot that we had a whole fucking
podcast.
After we talked about, which is funny because like he was correcting us, but like you and I, since we've been talking about, since there's been no other trends to talk about, we've been talking about boat shoes for like months now. Everything that he said, like, not to toot my own horn, I like relayed on the show to kind of like let you know that like, you know,
to be fair, you said a boat shoes is defined by the lacing system. He said they're defined by the non-scuffing sole, which I believe is correct.
He's absolutely not wrong. I'm saying I also said that shit on a few pods ago at this point. But listen, I don't expect even the audience or you to remember all this. But anyway, you wanted the cosign from the 18 East General himself, and now you're good to go. So you had the fucking boat shoes.
Yes.
Or excuse me, the lug sole moccasins.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for recognizing my non-white culture.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm scrolling back because I don't remember what I was wearing.
You don't remember?
I don't know what the socks were. Whatever.
Amazon.
Socks, whatever. Oh, here we go. Maiden name, R.I.P. Big R.I.P.
Yeah, huge
Maiden
rip.
name, Emily Trousers. Honestly, my favorite pair of Navy trousers I own. Then kind of to match the shoes a little bit, a horsehide or pony hair belt from our Legacy Workshop that I told everyone was vegan. Just not piss anyone off.
Oh, just because, you never,
And then
you
be
never
like,
know.
made from a vegan human that I murdered. The shirt was a brown linen Xenia polo, and the jacket was a 2x1 double-breasted blazer from SK Manor Hill. Is that the terminology?
I would have to, you'd have to show it to me and I could tell you what is the, two by one. A very rare style of double-breasted.
Yeah,
Usually
I was trying to find a way to wear it during our trip in Europe, and it was just too hot, and like I couldn't like find the kind of like perfect casual but serious. Like the dress code is garden cocktail party.
Ooh, that's one of those tough ones that people probably struggle with.
Yeah, I think I fucking nailed it.
How did everyone else do? Just generally speaking, everyone look good?
Everyone looked great. Everyone looked phenomenal.
But no one looked as good as you.
Well, except for the bride and groom.
Right.
The bride is like a fashionista. She looked fucking stunning on casual night one and at the wedding itself. At the wedding itself, I wore. Everyone wanted to know. Well, first of all, I wore the Throwing Fits black sock and rubber loafies.
Oh, yes,
which
right. I saw your Fitbit. They look great.
Every time I wear them, I forget how well they go with like almost every single hue and shade of pant.
There are 3 colors on that shoe. So
Wait,
where you counting if you don't count the bit, I'm not counting the hardware. I'm just
you got to
saying.
count the hardware.
Oh yes, then there's 4.
And these were sample.
It looks really good with the gold suit.
And these were sample. So it was actually a black sole.
Oh,
yeah.
Before we changed it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
what
1,
is the
2,
final?
3,
The final
4,
was
5.
I thought the final was a stained black.
I think it's brown.
Oh, anyway.
I don't know. The suit was Drake's. Very light tropical wool.
Love that.
Had to go light because it was fucking blazing hot. The belt was, I don't know, some brown shit. And the shirt was Comoli, which I copped from Rendezvous Paris, I believe is the name of the store.
Dude, the amount of, honestly, bro, is Rendezvous paying you? This is, and now.
No, this is where I bought the shirt. And this was another shirt where it's like, I have been wanting to wear it, but I didn't want to. It's so light and breathable that I was like, I've been wanting to wear it in the summer, but I'm like, I don't just want to wear it on a regular day. I want to save for something special. Wedding.
No neckwear?
No neckwear.
Huh.
And I was going to do the Throwing Fits short sleeve button down, the plum, but I pivoted to Comoli because I figured like short sleeve under the jacket might look a little weird when I take the jacket off.
I was going to say, yeah.
Also, the blue with the green loafer in the loafers wasn't going to work. So I went with this kind of like neutral, like it ended up kind of looking like a bit of a hickory striped gray shirt.
Were you getting, when you say you were getting like hella compliments, is that from like wedding guests? You talking about people that like were in your DMs on IG being like,
both.
Okay. Nice.
IRL and digital.
URL.
You know how we fucking do it.
Do it
all right. What are we at?
I think we're good.
Yeah? Okay. You don't want to talk about your brother's brain rotting from Instagram?
I guess real quick, this is fun. Shout out, Doug. The
Gaviator.
I did come up with that caption.
Nice.
I thought it was fantastic. Obviously because of Howard Hughes and TWA.
But no cockpit.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. That would have been good.
If your gay brother dressed like this, you gonna die in that cockpit.
Yeah, no, just that it's just funny to see, and this really kind of goes back to when you were talking about like why Instagram is bad, right?
For your brain.
Yes, and definitely kind of like hammers home maybe like the worst parts of my mentality when it comes to social media. But we took my father for belated on Father's Day. It was kind of like a thing, like we planned this thing for him that we did just yesterday, or I guess when you're listening to this 2 days ago. But we went to the TWA terminal, which honestly, bro, for like a free thing. Like if you want to like do something nice for your dad or any dad or a man of a certain age. The shit is just free, and it is just like you just walk around and it's great. Like you don't have to pay.
What is there though besides like the
there's some exhibits and stuff and like
there's a pool on the roof.
Well, there's the whole hotel there.
Yeah.
Oh, which by the way, dude, this shit must be fucking popping in China because everybody there that was staying there was Chinese. It was incredible.
Or there was a flight cancellation and they had to stay at the hotel.
I mean, I guess if your flight is canceled and you're there, that is probably the best place to stay, right? It's like a pretty nice and it's new.
When it first opened a few years ago, I think maybe during pandemic, we were going to do a friend trip out there. Maybe like a birthday.
There's like nothing else to really do.
No, just go chill and drink at the pool.
Oh, right.
On like opening weekend.
Can you go to the pool for like, can you get a day pass?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
That's cool. They were like, hey, sorry, the pool isn't filled with water yet. We're like, okay, cancel.
Yeah. The one thing we fucked up is that you can, they have the plane, like the original, what is it called? The fucking Connie is there.
Yeah.
And there's a cocktail bar in the plane. And
in the cockpit?
No, the whole plane.
Cocktail pit.
Yeah, the cocktail pit. Just for, everyone at home planning a trip to the TWA terminal / museum / fucking bar that opens at 4. So we did not go to that.
Okay. Well, you can't drink and fly. Wait, so, okay.
Well, it says I'm not flying anywhere.
Your brother's been on Instagram for what, 6 weeks?
No, but
4 weeks?
It was just funny because, and I'm definitely like, this is probably partly my fault. I don't want to say that he has Instagram brain rot after being on Instagram for a month, but like, it was definitely, he's like, yo, can you like help me get like a good fit pic? And I was like, hell yeah, dude, let's fucking go, dude. I love it, dude. I fucking love it.
Let's go places to take pictures of me to put online.
And then I think also like, he's not following a ton of people, but I think he made a comment about like he's a big story tapper right out the gate, clicking through everything. Then it made me realize like, damn, dude, if I just fucking did a little, if I called my what is it called? Who I follow? What is it? Who
you're following?
Who I follow. But when you say like you're following, that means like the people that you follow. But I was like, yo, I would love to accomplish something like completing everyone's stories that's available.
What?
I don't know. I just
let your phone run. No.
I mean to actually like if I really only followed people that I gave a shit about and I could fucking go.
Wait, so he's done that where he's like
I don't know. I think he only follows like 95 people or something, so it seems pretty easy.
Crazy.
But anyway, I was jealous of that. But yeah, anyway, shout out the Gaviator.
Just a quick reminder: Instagram is not real, and it is I don't know what the fuck it is, but it's not real.
No. By the way,
and it shouldn't necessarily dictate your real life.
The what's his name? Jean-Georges, the chef.
Yeah.
It's like a little fucking little bistro.
You're the only person I know that's been there and had a positive experience. Maybe because it was
really?
like with dude, I know people that have like stayed there for like Valentine's Day and as like a little couples thing.
We just did like we just got lunch and walked around and just hung out.
Yeah, you just looked at like planes and machines with your dad.
Yeah, and there's they have a bunch of old cars there. He's a big old car guy. So yeah, I think it was. It seems like a very. I mean, I guess if you live in New York, it's not a thing that anyone should travel to New York for. But if you live in the tri-state area,
well, if you're traveling to New York, it's one of the easiest thing to get to at first.
Yeah, but it's
just walk there from the terminal.
But I wouldn't like
if you land at JFK.
All the shit that like you'd want to do coming to New York. I don't even know if it's that good to even like that should be your first stop. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like maybe the last stop. Anyway, it was.
Just remember the bar opens. The bar opens at 4.
It was pretty empty, and
except for the Chinese people.
But also taking fit pics. And getting
honestly
content.
master race at fit pic taking.
I think they're the ones to beat for sure.
Well, we'll try to do it in the Olympics.
They got the math,
the fit pics Olympics.
They got fit pics. They got math. They got
whoa.
No, the stuff that they teach these kids in school versus what you learn in America. Everything here is it's all gender studies.
Well, a lot of it is because of the language. Math and the language are very intertwined. So to learn the language, you kind of have to learn math.
I need some of that. But anyway, it was fucking empty and it was great. And yes, I thought the food at the restaurant was listen, it was overpriced, but I thought it was pretty fucking good. We had a good day. Anyway.
All right. Go check it out. All right. This has been another episode of the only podcast that matters on throwingfits.com. August 7th. Oh, yeah. We'll see you there. I guess if you're listening to this, you are a paid subscriber. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And
we'll see you there.
And if you're here, fly into the
TWA terminal. We'll see you in the cockpit.
We'll see you there. Bye,
Take us
guys.
out, Chef.
Peace.